Hey guys, welcome to a versus video with our standard Naya deck. We're just waiting on someone to hop into our game. Maybe we should actually leave. Moto's been acting really funny. There we go. But Moto's been acting really funny. For me, anyway. And dang it. So close, yet so far away. Moto is part of the... Wow. Oh, the worst of luck. Well, I did leave mine to make a new match, but Naya Tokens versus Homer00. I'm happy I don't have to actually look at a Twitch chat, which does distract and cause me to make mistakes. I didn't think it would actually be that hard to stream, play Magic and stream at the same time. Turns out it's really hard, but when I'm recording, I just get to ramble on and talk to myself because I'm crazy. Wish our opponent luck. And look at this hand that we're going to mulligan, though it's almost keepable. That is real close to awesome. Just one more land. Well, this hand's not much better, but I guess it's better than a mulligan to 5, so we'll keep it. I'll do my best to try and avoid clicking on the loud mouse. There we go. Looks like we have a bit of lag, which is upsetting, but oh well. Deal with what you got. Hopefully it doesn't end up where I accidentally F6 my turn. I did that in a pre-release draft. I don't know if it cost me the game, because my opponent had a Mastery of the Unseen active and going, so I was probably going to lose anyway, but I could have played a Dromoka. We didn't get to actually make any pre-release videos. The first time we did it, we got disconnected from Moto and did the bug where it doesn't submit your deck, it just makes your pre-release pool your entire pre-release pool your deck with some basic lands. That was a great draw. Tranquil Clove, not to play that. It's either Blue-White Heroic or Control. Either way, I think we want to jam a Seeker of the White, just getting a bunch of damage. The Courser will have his due time. For now, we're just going to jam threats. Let's see what happens. Obviously, can't trigger the prowess just yet, but if we draw anything that triggers prowess, it's very good. We can guess pretty much anything triggers prowess if we're Spirit either. Still don't know what our opponent's playing unless he plays a 1-drop. I think I'll attack first, see if my opponent has some weird 1-mana trick. Probably not. I don't think there's any 1-mana tricks in Standard outside of, like, Stubborn Denial. Alright, we'll actually morph the Rattle down. Fetch up a forest. We don't need red. We already have red even if we did need it. Sadly, this can't catch up a... What is it? Plains. That would be nice. But so far this game's going fine. If our opponent continues to play blue-white lands, it could be a bit problematic. It's also nice to save the course till a turn you can play a land and trigger the life gain. Nope, okay. So we are up against Heroic, which is a bit of a problem. This hand is not well suited against that. Wow. Okay, the worst. Well, we will attack in with both of them. And see if it's going to block. Probably not, I would assume not. Not when we have the ability to kill it in response. We have red mana up. Okay, so we didn't want to block. So we have options. We can flip this up, make 3-4 mana. That doesn't really accomplish anything other than playing 2 mana dorks, which is 2 blockers, which I'm going to do. So we're just going to make a bunch of mana and see if we can't draw like Secure the Waste. Would be nice. Doesn't matter which land we use. Looks like we have some pretty severe lag. Of course, I could just be wrong. I actually don't think we're going to block this. Unless we're blocking with Radical Mystic to make him use a spell, which I'll happily do. Wanting him to use as many of his effects, preferably God's Willings, as possible. Of course, any spell would just make this go out of Rattle Claw is stick range. We could just block with Sylvan Keratin. That way, if he wants to kill it, he has to use a spell. We aren't going to need the mana. Though we do need white if we want to cast a Dictative Heliod off the top or Spear. Yeah, I guess we have to keep this. I'm just talking to myself, so if it seems like I'm rambling, it's because I am. Well, I guess we're just not blocking. I mean, darn. We also obviously, I think, it should be obvious we didn't have this. Crater's Claw is our only removal stuff for that. If we could trigger Prowess on the Seeger the way, that would be nice. I did just change camera view. Nope. Alright, you guys still can see me. Hopefully this isn't awful. This matchup is probably one of the least interactive matchups in Standard at all. Because I don't really interact with my opponent outside of combat and creatures. What are you doing? I guess he just wants to scry and get in that extra point of damage? Seems like a waste of a Center Soul. I could be wrong. I'm not a blue-white heroic expert. That seems like a waste, because now I could just like rip a Crater's Claws or some other burn spell that could kill that, and he would just be boned. Nope. Okay. But we do get to play 2 Coursers. Courser number 1. Go! There we go. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll play the other Courser. I mean, now he knows we have nothing, but we didn't have anything anyway. This just gives us 3 life. Well, that's a fantastic card on the top of our library. Alright, so I'm going to make some loud clicking to always FX to these triggers. Oh, wow, the right mouse is so much less loud than the other mouse. F6, please. I guess not. I guess I have to do this the hard way. So we'll get in for the 4 damage, since we can't block it. And we have quite a board presence when we're drawing out for Siege. Hopefully there's just another on top. Would be nice. And hopefully we're not just dead. It is possible. Well, we're 19. It would be hard for him to kill us. But it is plausible. This deck has done crazy things out of nowhere. Those normally, though, involve a Hero of Iroas. Now, if he just goes Hero Iroas, Ordeal of Thassa, Ordeal of Thassa, like, we're probably just going to be dead the following turn. That would give it quite a bit. Remove the program. I don't care. Remove them all. It's probably Cyberlink. Just won't get off my dadgum laptop. That's my antivirus software telling me it's trying to do something. So, I don't know if he's just going for the kill or he's just getting as much damage as possible. Either way, the Outpost Siege is a great draw because it's going to be triggering the Seeker the way. Hopefully there's a land on top so we can gain 2 more life and just gain 3, 4, or 5 life this turn. It's probably not going to be enough if our opponent's firing off Defiant Strikes. Good news is our opponent can't Treasure Cruise us yet. Bad news is we're just dead. Like, we can't interact with our opponent's creature. And if we do get some way to interact with it, he'll see it coming. Hopefully his hand is just like God's Willing? Just like mono God's Willing. Now that is interesting. You're not a land, but you're really good. So what do we do this? We're always gonna have to X this. $10-11. We're actually gonna play this on dragons and see if it can just kill him. I actually do want to do this on dragons because that makes this awesome. Like, we're attacking him for 11, so if he blocks to kill something, he's dead. Well, he's not dead, but he's pretty close. We can also shoot a card at that. One of our creatures at that. The Seeker's going to gain us some life. Shamanic Revelation, probably not going to gain us any life. So we'll see what he does. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, he's not just going to take it. He's going to block something. We'll just see if he's going to block something that will deal damage to him, and we'll set him to 2, or try. Well, we'll probably try to kill the Grace Blade if he blocks to kill a Rattleclaw Mystic, just to make him use one of his spells, and hopefully the Summon Curative gets to block. Because setting him to 2 is not really that much different than setting him to 3. Like, not currently. And then if he chooses to use like a God's Willing or preferably a Johnny's Presence on a 2/3 that doesn't really do anything unless it has an aura on it, it's nice. Sure. I guess we're not lagging too severely. We are. Well, he's also just done more things. Our turns have been pretty simple. We've not really drawn anything to make us think hard, so just played what to do and made a bunch of mana. Augury's Form, it's a good one. 10, currently not dead. Ordeal of Heliod. Center Soul, sure. So currently going to be taking what, 8, 12? No, that already has the counter. Okay. Currently going to be taking 11. Defiant Strike would make it 13, and then another Defiant Strike would be lethal. Ordeal would be almost lethal. Real close. Problem is he needs to survive this turn. He can't really block the Battle Wise Hoplite, so he's forced into attacking with that. Doesn't it just leave him dead unless he kills me? No, it could have Trident Tactics. That'd be it. And even then, he still would only be able to block one thing and die. So I'm not sure what he has in his hand. Either way, we're casting a Shamanic Revelation to try and draw a bunch of cards. It might have been correct to put that on cons, but this just made his number of outs so small if he doesn't have an Ordeal of Heliod. So I felt like it was worth it putting it on cons. I mean on cons, dragons. I shall declare no blocks, because I can't. So I'm at 4. Land? That's not land. Just draw a bunch of cards. Okay, he's done. I mean, don't really know what his outs were. Wild Slash is fantastic in this matchup. We do need a way to things. Probably it. Alright, the Prover's Purse is solely for this matchup. Citadel Siege is probably fine. Creator's Clause, pretty awful. Shamanic Revelation is also pretty awful. The Chandra might trick him into attacking it, which would be nice. And I might have to keep in the Creator's Clause just as removal spells, so we don't have a ton of ways to interact with them. Spear of Heliod is frustrating for him, but not unbeatable. Probably worth keeping in. I'm not sure, I'm just not sold on the Chandra. Seems pretty garbage in this matchup, so I think we should cut that. I mean, Citadel Siege and Spear of Heliod may just be strictly worse, but we'll see. Might want Mithrilize? I'm just not sure about the Citadel Siege. But he needs a protection spell to punch through it. And it has to be a protection spell on white, which is not most of Oopsies. I'm gonna have to readjust the camera here, guys. Bum, bum, bum. I had to readjust my back. It was hurting extremely painfully from the way I was sitting on this wall. My back sucks. Well, this is a hand I'm gonna keep because I have a Wild Slash and a Mystic. Just fantastic. And a Spear. Now, if he does nothing, we're probably just gonna play Nomad Outpost. Just so I have the white on turn 3. Or we could draw Seeker of the Way. gonna go with Mountain. Because if he chooses to not play a creature, that's great for us if he's scared of Wild Slash. Then we get to untap, play a Seeker. Then the following turn we can Wild Slash, Trigger Prowess, attack. Well, attack, see if he blocks for not Trigger Prowess. Actually, that's great, because then if he even has a one drop, then we can still kill it. Favorite Hoplite would be the one drop. Favorite Hoplite was a card I was a big fan of. Played a Naya Heroic deck. Not sure if I ever actually got around to filming a deck with it. That deck was awesome. Played Annex and Cymede. All the classic hits of Standard with a Crowan the Crowan Hoplite, the 1/2, got +0, +X+0 works with the number of tagging creatures you had. All the standard hits. It had Annex and Cymede. Oh yeah, I'm sure all of you know what the 3/2 heroic of your creatures get +1/+1 and trample. I'm sure everyone just knows what that is. Such a mainstay in standard. Oh, it also has first strike and vigilance. No big deal. I had 3 keywords on it pretty much. It's nice. Do what you want, bro. So what are you gonna... Okay, that puts it out of Wild Slash range, sadly. I highly doubt it's going to be blocking. Could be wrong. Probably not wrong. Removes the program. Alright, we're still going to save the Wild Slash. We will cast this face down, make him a little less wary of Wild Slash. Oh, look at all the pretty basics. Looks like my standard deck. I mean, the deck only plays 6 basics? 6 basics. Oh my gosh. Why is it removing the program? That's an issue. Couldn't this spin a lightning strike? Probably dead. Could be wrong, but no, probably not. Oh my gosh. I have F6 the turn. I want to rip Basic Plains or Windswept Heath. Play the Spear, trigger the Prowess. Attack for 4. In the following turn, we can Wild Slash, trigger the Prowess again. Attack for 4. Just all the attacks for 4. No, this is probably not getting turned face up yet. My online version, no, my paper version also has Perforos. I probably need to get one of those and sideboard it in the Magic Online version. There's just not enough control decks to warrant main decking it. Oh, the worst. So we're just gonna Wild Slash him. Trigger Prowess. It's not getting much better at this point in the game. Currently we're just on the gain a bunch of life plan and hope it's enough life. It's probably not enough life. Our opponent has 6 cards in hand. There we go. Hopefully he just keeps... If he keeps missing white mana, we might have a chance. If he just keeps drawing islands, that'd be our best shot at winning this game from this point, just because his biggest ways to kill us are all in white. This deck is a very heavy white deck. I actually liked the Bant Heroic deck that Tom Ross played at the SGG Invitational. I think it was the SGG Invitational. I'm pretty sure it was. And he's, I think, his only green card. And his story was he built it on the way there in his car. But it was a Dromoka's Command, which he's probably using mainly for the Edict of Enchantments. I could imagine that popping up a lot. Banishing Light, Courser, Prefix, Outpost Siege, Jeskai Ascendancy, plenty of things. But I'd imagine it was the target creature you control gets +1/+1 and fights the target creature you don't control, and then the target creature you control gets +1/+ counter. I can imagine that was the main 2 modes on that card. That, at least when he played it. Pacifism. What? Yeah.
Hey Josh,
Hi.
where's your phone?
I don't know. It's a good question. Hopefully it's not in the washer.
Here it is. It was in the bathroom.
Oh. Hey, there's my phone. Give me 1 sec, guys. Mom called me. The reason I get the Spear of Heliod on the line right now is because next turn we'll have the ability to play Raise the Alarm and activate the Spear of Heliod. Sadly, we cannot answer that pacifism. Did not feel like bringing in Naturalize. Maybe we should have. My back's probably going to get super sore again here in a minute. I mean, that good soon. I'd imagine that we're about to die if he's doing that. No, because we're at 13. It doesn't find. Maybe our opponent's just making play mistakes? We're on a 1-turn clock no matter what. If after this 2-turn clocks, I guess. This turn, next turn. Even if he doesn't use that, because he can still use it at my instant if I do nothing. So what's the point of using that? Because he could at least keep it safe from a spear. I wish he'd break protection from blue. Whoa, what did you... Whoa, you. That's... No, I didn't know I could do that. I can imagine this game's over. It's almost a good draw. I think we're actually just dead. 3, 4, 5. Can't quite get in the damage we need, but... Opponent's goofed before. Goof again. No need to show him Dictate of Heliod or Raise the Alarm. All he saw last game was Dragon Fodder, so... And then he scooped the Shamanic Revelation. We're dead if you just attack. Why are you bothering to play any more spells? Or whatever, do what you want. Barber's Purse would have been awesome. Would have been wonderful. Pacifism. I was not expecting that. There we go. Okay, so he did. I was not expecting pacifism. It's an interesting choice. Why not just play Banishing Light? I guess the mana is a big difference. But your opponent also going to keep a Siege Rhino and plays a big deal. Okay, so I guess I do want Naturalize. Probably much better than Spear was. Citadel Siege, probably very bad. I don't know. This was almost really good. Almost. Probably isn't good enough. Probably just want the 2 Naturalizes. Or maybe I just want the 1. I don't know. Maybe I don't need all the token makers. I just don't have a lot of interaction with my opponent, which is bad for me. I'm gonna go with this. Just the 1 Naturalize. Pacifism actually stopped us from being able to stabilize. I'm not saying we would have been able to stabilize, but it stopped us from getting in 2 hits with that Seeker, 1 for 4, and then the next turn it would have been for 6, so... Now, this is a hand I can get behind. Talk about good stuff. You see, we could play this Barber's Purse on 1, but we're not going to. Probably going to play the Rattle Clummus to go with Dragon Fodder. Just because it gives us another red mana to play both of them in the 1 turn. Both of these in 1 turn. We play Vigorous Barber's Purse later in the game. Secure the Waste is very good. Sick card. I played that a lot of paper. Just so backbreaking when you can do it for more than, like... I've even just played it as a 3 mana worse Raise the Alarm. I'm not going to lie. I've done some suboptimal things with that card, and it's still been just really good. Just to be mana efficient, get it out of my hand so I can keep tapping out for the rest of the game. Well, our opponent looks like he kept a really bad hand, I guess. So we'll go and play the Dragon Fodder and hold up Wild. If he keeps missing on white mana, this Barbarous Purse is probably going to be a nail in the coffin. Well, there's a white mana. I don't think this deck plays any blue creatures, could be wrong. That's a very good card. Probably just going to play a Giant Barbarous Purse. Could be wrong. We'll just actually hold up Wild Slash and attack with everything. See, the reason to hold up the Wild Slash is even if he does somehow get an untap white mana, which I feel like he would have done already, is to make him want to hold off on playing a creature until he has a protection spell. We'll go and make him use the protection spell on his turn if he has another white mana to play and keep his creature safe. So we'll see how that all shakes out. That's a disappointment. So, okay, this is probably game. I would assume it's game. Could be wrong. The Barbarous Purse tech, still good. It's like, this is a card. We needed Pacifism Us, so it's our turn to play a really odd card. And we'll go and attack with everything but the Ralclaw Mystic, because then we still have the Wild Slash. Yeah, we can still cast this, so if he blocks a Goblin, we'll kill his Grace Blade Artisan. I played that in my limited pool and then just ended up taking it out. It's just not good. It's like, because I think I had one enchantment I can throw on a creature at random. It's not very good, though. We'll do this before damage, so we get in an extra point of damage. And our opponent will realize he shouldn't have blocked. We're sitting here with the Barbarous Purse on 4. 2 will secure the waste. Probably going to be casting for them for 3. Only a Barbarous Purse every turn. Sure. Do what you want. Our opponent's representing Stubborn Denial. Trying to think of all the blue tricks. Trident Tax could be the only one that could be potentially bad for us. In which case we just secure the waste in response. At that point it would just be a War Strikes the Alarm if he does it in combat, because we're still going to be holding a Barbarous Purse. But the worst things that can go wrong for us are him attacking. Yeah, we'll tackle both. If he does nothing before damage, we're at 24. I don't think we're needing the life just yet. Could be wrong. But if he just doesn't suit that up, we won't need to use the Barbarous Purse just yet. We can secure the waste for 3 instead of 2 as a Worst Raise the Alarm. Would be best. Pacifism? Sure. You have an ordeal. I don't care about him gaining 10 life. We can easily race back from 10 life. 10 points on his side. Now he could attack Trigger. Now if he puts an ordeal of that. Okay, this is getting a response. No, it's not. Don't care enough. Yeah, I really just don't care about him getting a bunch of life. Like 3 1/1s. Untap, make 4 1/1s. I mean, sure, he can gain 10 life, but we just don't care. Now, if that was our deal of Thassa, we would have definitely Robert's Pursed it. But it is not an ordeal of Thassa. We really just don't care. One option for this deck also, while I'm thinking about it, was Stoke the Flames. I realized I've just kind of started shutting down commentary-wise. The game's just kind of getting really simple to me, which makes me want to not commentate, because I just feel like it's so obvious I don't need to say it. But as they teach you when you learn journalism, or at an essay class, write like you're writing to an 8th grade class. Right? At an 8th grade reading level. Make everything clear, obvious, simple. Even if you think they already know it, make sure they already know it by restating it. Oh no. But I don't care about taking 5. But yeah, our current game plan is just not dying. It's going to be pretty easy with the Barber's Purse. That's going to buy us 4 turns. Another Rugged Highlands. Alright, so we're probably just going to main phase this. Spend this mana. Boom. 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 Make more 1/1s. Place our triggers on the stack. And get ready to go to town. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we really just did not care about the 10 life at all. Just no cares. Might even be able to use this Barber's Purse to kill him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, if he doesn't play a blocker, we can just kill him with this Barber's Purse. Oddly enough. Barber's Purse, serving double purpose. Slowing him down and killing him. Limited, all-star, not terrible in paper. I like how it's X and not the weird Sunburst ability, where Sunburst was a ability very similar to cards like Barber's Purse. They even had a card with X in it, but Sunburst was for each color spent on this card. Casting this card, it would get X +1/+1 counters, or X charge counters, X count. They were always artifacts. The X one that I know of was Engineered Explosives. It enters on. You pay X for it. Enters with X counters. You can tap 2 and sacrifice it. Destroy each non-land permanent with tournament cost X. Modern All-Star. Sure. I don't know if you realize this, he's dead yet. What is at my feet? It's my phone. Sure, I don't care. Pacifism. Right? Towards Aura card. Yep. The worst Stoneforge Mystic 4s. Sure. Well, Barber's Purse just said you can't do anything with it. Why would I not just Barber's Purse at this point? And if we draw Wild Slash, we can kill the Pilgrim, Barber's Purse that, get that out of the way. Dictative Heliod or Spear of Heliod would win the game. Outpost Siege would not seal the game, but would get extremely close. Actually, it would. Right? No, because he blocks both those. No matter what that would die, he'd take 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go to 2. We'd gain 3 if it was an Outpost Siege. We did sideboard out Chandra, so Chandra would be awesome right now because it would win the game. Falter, deal an extra point of damage, and we can Barber's Purse. So, do we just want to kill him? Doesn't matter. We'll play a Morph, could be anything in the words of Star City Games. I don't know how many brand names, like, people have been scared of saying brand names. I don't think for, like, not for Star City Games, but for, like, alcohol I've seen on YouTube recently, with Drunk Minecraft and Five Nights at F-Boys on Markiplier. A very good gaming channel if you enjoy watching people play video games. That's a good one to do it on. Sure, take a bit load. How is our opponent down to 4 minutes? Just so slow. I did not realize how long this video is going to be. I hope my video is still recording. It is. So you guys will be getting a deck tech and this tomorrow. Maybe something else, probably not. I need to do some stuff. It's 8:26 p.m. Hey, my watch, my clock's fixed. I didn't even notice. Maybe I did it? I don't know. But there's some other stuff coming down the pipeline for you guys, Magic content-wise, and you getting to know what's up with our life-wise. Because there is some serious life stuff I'm about to have to do. Personally, you guys will probably end up having to hear about it, as it will affect my YouTube channel. You can probably read it in one of my health extravaganza article. I got some personal health issues working on. On mtgbrothers.com is where I wrote the health extravaganza article. Probably need to do a second update of that. Just gonna tap 5. Spectral Ward. You realize you just can't beat this card. Can't beat the Barber's Purse. This is so bad against this one card. I didn't think this one innocuous card would matter so much, but I'm happy they printed it, because this deck is real hard to beat from a deck like this, where you just can't interact with them. Like, that's a 10-10. It would be an 11-11 that would have gained 10 life, and he'd be at 11, and I'd be dead. Real close to dead, anyway. I'll play the Blossoming Sands. I'll just F6, attack him with everything. We have gained a lot of life this game. See, double secure the waste. It's not awful. Made a bunch of 1-1s. Well, we beat Blue Heart Heroic. If you guys didn't watch the deck tech, I'll pull it up real fast. It probably should still be pulled up. That's 4 of that. And then Nomad Outpost is Force, Red, White, Dual Land, and we don't have temples. Other than that, though, this is the rough draft first version of this deck. I want to test Shaman of the Great Hunt in this deck. I don't have Magic Online yet, so doing the Shamanic Revelations. We're testing Citadel Siege over 2 Dictate of Heliod. The versatility of being able to tap down your opponent's creatures has been very nice. Get off my screen, whatever you are. But the downside of it not just being like only giving 1 creature +2/+2 has come up also quite a bit. So maybe I should just move him to the sideboard and then main deck 2 more Dictate of Heliod. In my paper version, I have 3 flexible sideboard slots. So maybe that'll happen. I don't know. Once again, just have to test some more games with this deck. I need to test against Abzan. I've played against pretty much every deck but that in Standard and Blue-Black Control. But I had pretty good matchups against everything. I'm currently undefeated with this deck. Not undefeated. I've lost a few games to, I think, one or 2 games to Mono Red, and then I've like 1 match out of 4 against Mono Red in paper, between paper and online. Currently undefeated with this deck online, so out of 6 matches, yeah, 6 matches. I haven't gone up against Abzan much, which is really weird. Have not gone to go against the Jeskai Ascendancy combo deck, but that matchup's awful. Your only way of beating them in game 1 is them just drawing poorly. That is your only way to win that game in game 1 against them, and then game 2 you have Deicide or Destruct Forever Naturalize, as will be necessary with a deck like this to beat card like Virulent Plague. But it has a pretty solid matchup against everything. Testing the numbers on token makers. Just of note, if you want to play in a field full of aggro and mid-range, Sea Curve of the Way is probably the way to go. And if you're in a field full of control decks, you want Sea Curve of the Way in your sideboard because it's just not very good in those particular matchups when you could just be playing like main deck Xenagos and then some more like main decking some extra Shaman of the Great Hunt. Main decking cards that are just going to be better in that matchup because they have a lot more impact instead of a 2/2 for 2 that gains life. Like, that's just not very good in the control matchup, and the prowess is going to be very minor. There's the deck the first time we played it, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. You will be able to find me as you see me on my crappy webcam, as I need to upgrade that as soon as I get my paycheck, or, well, not my paycheck, when I get extra money to afford to spend on a webcam. But you'll find me in all the places below in the description box. You won't find a deck list, but you'll find a link to the deck tech video. You will be able to find me in all the places below, but if you don't want to bother reading the description, or you're watching on a mobile device and it's not just popped up, you can find me on Twitter at PeterSoulsBlog. You can find me on mtgbrodeals.com, where I write my articles, and that's pretty much it. That's all I do on that website. I don't post podcasts, and you're watching this on my YouTube channel, so please enjoy that. You can email me and the other co-host, number 2, the other part of this YouTube channel, though we haven't done anything in a while. Our schedules just don't line up well, and when we are lined up well, we just want to go hang out with friends. So we need to find time to do a versus video between doing homework and hanging out with friends. So maybe we'll get another standard play versus video between this and his blue-white control deck up soon as we can get our hand on some final cards and set up time. Final thing, you can find us on Twitch. We twitch.tv/PureSoul01. We do stream every once in a while. It's been a while since we've streamed. Just really haven't had the time. Just because school's like almost at an end right now. Everything's getting hardcore. Finals are coming up. We need to study for finals. We need to do some final essay things. We have some projects that are due in some classes. Just a bunch of things that need to get done before we can really put too much work into scheduling time to play some Magic instead of doing homework. So that took a little longer than I expected. I rambled on a lot, like usual. I'm sure you guys are used to that by now. So guys, have a great day, afternoon, or night, whatever it is where you are, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys!